Peace and love, y'all. How are you? Let me turn my car off. I just got a moment to have some service, so I said let me just stop right now and do it because I may get busy up the farm. I'm at the farm. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Peace and love, y'all. This is Sister Nzinga from Flowing and Growing. I'm tuning in here to help you emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Just rush right in. I had a delivery this morning at the farm, and people were supposed to come yesterday. They didn't call till this morning. Just took me all off everything I was supposed to do. So I said I found a spot there where I got some service, because if I get tied up there, then I won't be able to get the thing out to you. So peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, y'all. You know, you got to do it while you can. Look, my glasses all crooked up on my head. Oof. Man, I mean, this farm life, y'all, it's hard, but you know, I love it. I love every bit of it. I love every bit of it, you know. And I'm telling you, living in the city after being out here in this life right here, I don't know if I could even show you where I'm at. I'm sitting in the car right now, but I don't know how much I can show you, but yeah. This is real, y'all. This is real. I'm just showing you some real life. After I bought this land, it's just been such a joy maintaining it, building it, growing these trees, you know, building a structure so you can have some place to relax, enjoy the peace and paradise that you have while you're up here, things like that. So again, this guy put me off my track, but I wanted to get my my message out to you when I can. So let me just continue. And I definitely got to get a shout out to my subscribers. I have more people subscribing to me. I have more people who are commenting. I mean, that's what we got to do. It's a communication, y'all. It's not me just sitting here, getting on here telling you what I think. You know what I'm saying? Because we already been through too much of that, of somebody telling you what they think and then we just doing it. No, you got to check out for yourself. You got to do some research. I'm going to just give you some things to make you think, you know, about what you're doing and help make decisions in your life. And we've got to make choices. I think my last video was about making choices. And so we got to think about some of the shit that we get ourselves into. And so what helped me is just realizing, you know, the reality of where we are. Some people are in illusion and really think that, you know, everything is hunky-dory, but it really is not. It's really effed up. And it's our fault. Now, okay, initially, you know, we brought here, blah, 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 you know, brought here, some of us was here. That's a true story. And just the fact that, you know, we are offered certain things, you know, they tell us that this is that. But, you know, then you look up for yourself and say that shit ain't true. So that's the thing that will help you emancipate yourself. Because when you just realize and say, wait a minute, I'm not accepting that shit. That's crazy. You know, look at the situation that we in. We got an old ass man who really has no cognitive abilities to run his own life, let alone the whole damn country. Then you got a crook, you know, but America's full of crooks, you know, and those are the two that you're choosing to run the country. I don't want to live there. I don't want to live there, you know, so you have to create your own world inside that world. You know, I say I am of that world, but I'm not in it, you know, so that's what I had to do while I was living there. But now that I spend more time out of there, I just refuse to go back, you know, so often. So I do come back, you know, I still have life there, family and so. But, you know, when you think about things like, you know, like I said, these two people that you got running for president, like what, really? And that's your choice. You don't have any other choice. Well, there are other choices. As a matter of fact, let me give this brother a shout out. His name is Malcolm Tanner. He said he's running for president. It hasn't been a lot of stuff out here about him. Of course, you know, he ain't going to be on the news. But the brother said he's running for president, and he got a lot of people behind him. So good luck to the brother. So look him up, Malcolm Tanner. Look it up yourself if you're interested in supporting a brother. So anyway, but when you think about things like, you know, they telling us that, you know, that you have to, where to start at? It's so much stuff. They taking all this stuff that's going on with the trans and all that kind of stuff, and then your children have to go and be separate bathrooms or all that kind of stuff, teaching them that shit's okay. It's not okay. You know, people can choose whatever they want to do with their life. I ain't knocking nobody's thing, but you don't force it on children. You know, they took, you know, they make you children stand up to that damn Pledge of Allegiance, put your hand on your heart. This bug is bugging me. Put your hand on your heart and say the Pledge of Allegiance to that place. No way. That's programming, y'all. That is really programming. This is what they're trying to do. That bug wasn't gonna give up until it actually got my mouth. That's the life of being out here in the bush, though, y'all. Because we're in their space. You know, this is the life out here. We're in their space. Oh, that was funny. But anyway, things like that, and I just tell my children, no, don't pledge allegiance to this. Don't stand up. You can stand up, but you ain't got to say it. You definitely got to put your hand on your heart like you pledging that. No. That's part of this brainwashing thing. Stuff they tell you, the thing they're doing with women, how can a government regulate if you need to have an abortion or not? I mean, there are different scenarios for when a woman wanting to do that, and it's her own personal life. It's something that she has to deal with, because as a woman, that stuff goes on your mental. It's a mental thing when you know that you have a child and you have to abort that child for whatever reason it may be. And especially there's scenarios where a woman is raped, but she cannot, she can't go and have an abortion, and she has to bring forth a baby and bring in that trauma. I mean, so these are things that they give you. Why do you have to do that? It's not acceptable. So these are so many things that are not acceptable to me. It's not acceptable to me that that we know that there is a way that they treat black folks and a way they treat white folks. When you come into a restaurant, when you're doing business, when you go to the bank, when it comes to the police, all that. It's just a known fact. When it comes to reporting things on the news, do you know there's so many white people that's being killed on a daily basis? But they don't show it on TV. When a white man killed a white man. Do you ever hear that? But do you always hear, or the black man killed the black man, or a black man killed somebody, or something? I mean, this is not fair. It's not any justice and all that at all. No equality. Would they say justice and equality for all? That's some bullshit. But we live there and we accept it. We don't do anything about it. We keep watching the news. And the way that, this music is, the way that you can be on TV and use the word motherfucker. When children have access to that, how can you have a TV show where a child can maybe happen to be flipping the channel or, someplace, and you can use that kind of language on TV? I mean, before it's be like little shits and dams, but now it's fuck. And even the other day I heard man say motherfucker on TV. How? What society we living in? I want my children to be around that. I mean, their children eventually are going to cuss or whatever, but you're supposed to teach your children there's certain things for adults. Excuse me, certain things for children. But they allow all this kind of stuff. And then they say that you can't beat your child. And we ain't talking about beating the child. We're talking about just, disciplining the child. Where, sometimes you have to put that stick to them, or the whip, or the belt, or the hanger. I'm just kidding when I say a hanger, but but for disciplining our child can say, go to school, because, it may happen if you beat them, either they talk back or you got to grab them and they may hit the leg and get a little bump, a little bruise or something. We don't beat our children to beat them. That's different. When you discipline your children versus beating them, that's a whole big different thing. It's a whole big different thing. So, things like that, and things like that they tell you that, you can't, like a child can go to court and say that they want to divorce their parents. What kind of stuff is that? This is the world that you live in. Well, a child can go to court and say, my children, I no longer, want to live the life that my children live. Maybe they're too religious. Maybe they're too whatever. Maybe they're alcoholics, whatever. But you can say you want to divorce your parents and you can go get, so there's so many things that a society gives you. And these are things that I just don't have no tolerance for, and I'm not willing to accept. And the fact that, taxes. If you go and look up your history, you guys know that taxes is illegal. This is something that they made up, and they're going to tell you now that you have to abide by it. And it's been going on for so many years that this is just a normal thing, and people think that it's normal, to pay your taxes. That shit's illegal. It's illegal, and we really should not be doing it. But nobody says anything, because when you grow up, they're told just what you're supposed to do, and everybody just do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then, to understand that everything that society does, everything that we do in society is made up. Someone made it up. And people think that they're free because now I got a good job, good paying job, and I can do this, I can do that. But, but you have to realize what it's the mindset you have when you get that job. Because most of the time that you do have a nice home, car, job, whatever, but you got to get your mind straight. Because your mind tells you, okay, yeah, I got this stuff and everything, and I don't know what you did to go, to get to that point, Hopefully it was just, just straight up because you earned it, whatever. But, there's people in the world who work their way through where they want to go through by using other means, if you know what I mean. But the fact that, you have to understand the mental slavery is that now you live in that life. This life is somebody else's idea, to wear a certain kind of name brand, to have a certain kind of furniture in your house, to have a look and have this kind of paneling and have this, that. Someone made that up because they wanted to make money off of you. That's really the bottom line. And I do understand, okay, people say, well, you got to spend your money on something. Yes, you do. But you should have choices of what you want to spend your money on, not following somebody else's idea. Because once you get that paycheck, you're going to take in that paycheck. It has to go to your cable, your cell phone, your if you're renting furniture, well, hope you're not renting furniture, but whatever your insurance is. Insurance is such a joke. I mean, it should be. I mean, I'm gonna talk that. Let me finish this my comment, my thought. You have to. All that money goes out to other stuff, whether it's paying on that credit card, paying the car payment, paying your insurance, paying the large mortgage, blah blah blah. And mortgage is a trip too. I mean, because this what gets me caught up, because I have so much stuff to talk about with shit that's just so effed up in the world. A mortgage. You go and you get a mortgage. Your house costs $300,000. I don't know. But by them telling you have 30 years to pay for that thing, do you know you pay for that thing twice or more? You have to calculate that shit. People don't think about that kind of stuff. It's just this way to do it, just the way it is, and you just go do it. Find ways that you can pay it off extra. That's what I did. You have to find ways you can pay it off extra so you don't have to go whole 30 years. And, get yourself out of that debt. They just want you to continue to be in debt. And then when I was talking about, what was I saying? Oh, the mortgage and what was I saying, y'all? Oh, my mind be just going and going because I have so much that I wanted to share with you. I think I was talking about the mortgage. I did talk about that, and I think I talked about the taxes, and there was another thought that I had. But y'all, but the bottom line is that y'all, all this stuff is brainwashed stuff. You're not free if you live according to the society, because you have to understand you're not thinking for yourself. You're going along with someone else's idea, and you're living it, and you're making them rich because you spend money on it. And when you got to have your Gucci purse or I don't know, the Michael Jordan sneaker and all that kind of stuff, really? Do you really value a sneaker or something you put on your foot just to walk out on the dirty streets that you got to pay $300 for it just to have a name or whatever? I mean, and it's sad that some people just do shit just so they can just put it on Facebook so you can say that, yeah, I got it this. I've been here. I've been here. Look at the hotel I'm staying. Look at the room and da-da-da. But, you're paying out the yin-yang because there's so many other places that you could stay for half the amount of money. But we don't research that. We just go to the same places all over. Oh, I'm going to Jamaica. I ain't hating on Jamaica, but I'm just saying. I'm just using that as an example. But look at all the other islands that's out there. Look at all the other places that you could go. But people just go where everybody else is going. So you can say that I've been there. Oh, that's where everybody going? Okay, I'm going too. Really? I mean, think for yourself. Y'all think it ain't illegal yet. It ain't illegal yet. Think it ain't illegal yet. So, woo! I gotta make it short today, because I need to get back here to this guy dropped off this load of white mall, and this is something that you use to put on the ground to to make like a floor when you're outside. So I gotta go and deal with this here right now. This wasn't part of my plan, but I'm gonna just say that I love you all, and I just want you just to wake up and think about yourself. There are other practical ways of doing things, and just look. Don't go. Go inside. We was all brought here for a reason. Okay, go inside and find out what's your purpose, what you need to be doing. How can you help somebody? This ain't all about us. They have us all individually. Everybody got their own car, got the this, got the that. No, we supposed to be working in community. That's how our people operate. We operate in community. So learn about your history. Learn about who you are, and don't stop following everybody else's ideas. That's the thing that got you all messed up. That's why this is the emancipation for mental slavery, because they ain't whipping you. They ain't putting you no chains because you gotta do this, gotta do that. They don't have to, because they got you so brainwashed. Do you see that? Can't you see the idea? They no longer have you chained up and saying, you gotta do this, whipping you and that kind of stuff. They got you so messed up. There's so many generations that you lying to your children. All the lies they told you, you lied to your children from the grandmama on down to great grands. They lying. They're telling the same old lies. People don't want to do anything different and be that outside person. Be the one who does something different. I know that I am. I'm the eyeball of my family, and I accept it. But I refuse just to go along and do everything else that everybody else does in the family. I'm not saying I have a bad family, but I'm just saying they living in the world, and I choose not to live in this world. Like I said, I live in it, but I'm not of it. I make choices for myself. I don't go along just to get along. I don't go along so I can say I got this, and so on. What's the name? I just recently started being able even just to show my farm, because people think, Zinger, you crazy as hell living like that. You up there with all them, like, you see this bug in my face, okay, well, the bug's in my face, so what? And people are like, you're around bugs. This is nature. This is something else God created. You have to respect it all. God created all of this, and He created this for us. And if you could really find out, this is the most beautiful life that you could live. I lived in the city all my life, and me coming here and living up here in this bush. I don't live up here. That's where my farm is. But I live in a place where it's village life. It's not city life. I'm telling you, it's the most beautiful and pleasant thing. Being able to hear the birds singing. I'm thinking, I don't know if you can hear them now. I'm gonna be around you. You hear bees buzzing. Some bugs are flying in your face, whatever. But out here in nature, the vibration is so high and so beautiful. It's so positive and it's so peaceful. Because one of the things that America is full of and all these other places is full of stress. And stress will kill you. Simply being stressed out about this, stressed out about that, all the trauma that you experience, people cussing, seeing people get shot on the streets, looking at the news. That's all they do is report bad stuff on the news. They just lie to you right in your face. I mean, just think about that, y'all. Think about the shit that they do. They lie right there in your face. And sometimes they tell you the truth, and because you're used to so many lies, you can't even decipher the damn truth from the lies. So anyway, I gotta go. I love you. I'm just trying to be obedient and make sure that I do this. And I'm hoping somebody's listening. Well, I know people are listening, and I'm grateful for it. But yeah, I just recently wanted to recently share some of the stuff about my little rough life that I'm living. But honey child, this is the most beautiful, roughest life that I've seen, that I've ever experienced in my life. And I'm so glad that now that, before I pass through this lifestyle, this lifetime, that I am able to have this experience. It's beautiful growing your own food and living out here. And even when it rains, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful just being out here in the rain, hearing the rain and seeing the rain. And, I could go on and on, guys. But yes. And thank you. One sister commented, she said she wanted me to share more of this thing that I'm doing. And I'm working towards it, sister. So thank you, because you are a regular listener of my every Tuesday rant that I do. And so I will give you what you asked for. So, but yeah, man, this life is just beautiful. It's beautiful. And look, I'm looking all rough. I don't care. I'm up here and I'm just as happy and peaceful as I could be. You know what I'm saying? So, try it, you may like it. That's all I can say. Try it, you may like it. And go inside. Have a conversation by yourself. Just tell the Most High, God, I'm ready. I'm ready to listen, to be obedient. You want to trust somebody. You want to, trust the Most High. That's who you should trust. Because it's a beautiful thing. And the Most High is abundant, full of life. And He created all this for us. But then someone else came up with another idea, and it's steering us totally away from this natural stuff He created. I remember one time I stayed the night up here, but I came up here with not intentions of spending the night, but I ended up spending the night. But the beautiful thing was, it was not a problem, because I like fruits and vegetables. So between going through out in the bush, getting some of the fruit off the trees, digging up some ground food, that's like things like cassava, cocoa, things like that, yams. We have food to eat, so it was no big deal. So yeah, I could stay because we got food to eat. Always drinking water. Got water. You have everything you need when you get up here, and you're gonna realize it. But anyway, I'm not gonna go on. I need to get to work, y'all. But I love you, and thank you. Please share to let other people know that there's a reality out here that they're really missing. Because the reality that we caught up in is an illusion. It's really just an illusion. But God loves you. I love you. Till the next time. Peace and love.